Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tina, and we are here today to do your monthly reading. This is for November 2024. So, before we dive into individual readings, I'm going to take care of some business. It's fun business. And then I have a collective message to put out there. So, First of all, if you have not yet visited my website, I invite you to do so. And the link is below in the video's description. If I remember, I'll try to put the link in the comments too, but I have to remember to do that. Um, and what you will find there is the options for some personal readings. And you should know that all of my personal readings are very affordable. I do that intentionally because I want to make them accessible. They're all by video, not live video. I record it, and that way you can also have something that you can look back on. So there's that. But also, you may not know, on my website, I also have a fun little store that has some cool stuff. And one of my newest items are my arm warmers. I've gotten a few people asking where I get my arm warmers. They're kind of my shtick on the channel, and I wasn't intending to sell them, but I am starting to do that now. So the thing that makes my arm warmers a little different is that they are more slim fitting. They're not bulky. So, and it's hard to find arm warmers or these little fingerless sleeves that are like that because they get bulky under shirts or jackets. These are not. So that's the difference in mine. So if you're interested, you can also find my arm warmers on there, and I'm going to be adding more as time goes on, but I have a couple styles right now on there. And you can find some other, cool gifts and crystals and things like that, kind of spiritually awakened gifts that you can give yourself or others. But okay, so now let's dive in to the collective message. So this month, I really felt called to put out a message about nature and why it's so important to all of us right now. So if you are not aware, humanity is going through a call for an upgrade. Basically, it's a heightening or a raising of the frequency collectively, and some of you are totally feeling it and feel this draw towards it. If you're watching videos like this, you probably are feeling it, whether you know it or not. Some of you don't even realize it, but you're feeling called to maybe awaken, remember who you really are. It's a desire to raise your frequency. And so, why nature is so important, the universe, source energy, is calling all of us to get out and appreciate Mother Earth. And the power of nature can enable those who have always kind of felt like, meditation is outside of their reach or they're just not good at it. If you do this, it's meditation. It does the same thing. It has the same effect for you. You will start naturally raising your vibration. It is an effortless way to tune in. It's an effortless way to meditate, to get those same kind of vibrations or frequencies running through your body. And so when I talk about nature, yes, if you can get out into a beautiful forested park, or go out on intense hiking, beautiful, wonderful, but obviously not all of us have access. So it can be as simple as going to your local city park. It can also be going in your backyard, taking off your shoes, or if it's too cold, right? We're in transition with the seasons right now. Sit in some grass and put your hands on it, touch a tree. It's about appreciating the earth and nature, okay? When you do this, you will start to naturally heighten your intuition, and it cleanses your energy field. You go out into nature and you show gratitude for Mother Earth. You start paying attention and noticing the minutiae, the little things that you maybe have never looked at before. Maybe how a certain leaf looks, or the grass, or little insects, or the chipmunks, or whatever that is for you, the birds, the sounds of nature, how leaves crackle under your shoes as you walk. All these things heighten your awareness, and it expands your energy field. It raises your frequency. And I have discussed in recent videos the importance of grounding yourself in nature. Grounding yourself, you actually touch the earth, or touch a tree, or sit on a boulder, and you envision yourself rooting yourself into the earth. And what this does is it balances out your energy field. It cleanses your energy field. All these things put together expand your energy field. Your awareness helps you to awaken, remember who you really are. And when you do this, not only is it wonderful for you individually, but when I say your energy field is expanded, it touches everybody else that you come in contact with. The people you don't know, when you go to a store, the people you walk by, your energy field, the more expanded it is and positive it is, you touch people in your day-to-day life. So we are in a time where the world sometimes feels out of control and chaotic. If you do these things, if you ground yourself in nature, man, it just bounces off of you. You don't feel it anymore as much. So I hope you'll join me in that. And if you are a subscriber, you have probably noticed that I put out a lot of shorts depicting nature. And these are all from my hikes, and they're actually, current time videos that I take myself. So they're real. I'm not just grabbing stock footage off the internet. It's the videos that I take. But I do this because not everybody can go take a nature break. And so you can go look, and maybe I'll actually create a playlist of only my nature shorts. I'll do that. I will do that. And so that there's a playlist there, and you can go watch 30, 40, 50 seconds worth of nature. And you know what? It takes you there. It can put you in that same, it's not as good as actually being there, but darn it, it's close. You put yourself in that energy field. So yeah, I invite you to go check out those short videos and enjoy those. I really enjoy making them, so I hope you enjoy watching them. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Let's dive into the personal readings. Thank you for listening. Gemini, welcome. Welcome to your monthly reading, November 2024. Let's dive in. We're going to start off with a message from the Woodland Wardens deck. I love this deck. It represents nature, so it's very in sync with the opening message. It represents both the animal and plants. All right, show me the one message that is most beneficial for Gemini for November. Okay. The beaver and the birch. So it's really small type here, but the kind of the overall vibe of this card is home. All right. And this card shows up when it's a good time to kind of focus on like nesting, kind of settling down, making a beautiful space for you to live in, your home space, safe space for you to live in, someplace you want to be, a place you're comforted by. Now, I mean, I think you can probably guess why the beaver is chosen for that, because they're kind of known for building lodges and amazing dens to raise their young. They use twigs and grass and rocks, anything they can find, whatever the earth provides them. And I don't know if you've seen any of the videos. They kind of go viral, but there's people who take in kind of rescue beavers and they have them in their homes, and it is just amazingly adorable watching them build dens with like stuffed animal, anything they find in the house. It's cute. They start building by instinct little lodges out of household stuff. They're so cute. Not sure I'd want to be living with a beaver inside my home, but they are fascinating creatures to watch. Now the birch tree is on this card because the wood is thought to protect and ward off evil, and it's a strong, wood that, and there is some cultures that consider the birch tree about new beginnings and things like that. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, kind of cozy energy, warm fuzzies, kind of nice entering, transitioning, seasons, going into the holiday season, kind of a nice card to get. All right, let's dive into the tarot. All right. Okay. Overall energy for the month of November for Gemini. Queen of Cups. Cool. We'll discuss each card after I pull them all. Recent past for Gemini. King of Swords. Central issue for November for Gemini. Two of Wands. Fork of the road. It's the challenge that Gemini will face. The Chariot. Interesting. Aries also got the Chariot. It's funny because I am a Gemini rising and an Aries sun, so I need to pay attention to that challenge as much. If you have Aries in a strong placement, go check out that reading too. All right. The fears for Gemini for November. King of Wands. What does Gemini not see coming this month? Four of Swords. And the outcome for November 2024 for Gemini. Page of Swords. All right. Okay. Let's talk about this. So, interesting way to start off the month of the Queen of Cups. So, I look at this energy as, and you can be male or female, embody this energy. The Queen of Cups is a mature emotional energy, okay? So, the main thing about this card is the Queen of Cups is very careful and discerning about who she offers her heart to. So you may find yourself kind of questioning, who do I give my time to? Who do I give my heart to and my emotions to? Not in a judgmental way, but you're just kind of saying, maybe I need to be a little protective of my heart. Very nurturing. Now, the Queen of Cups, don't mistake. She takes care of those she loves. She's nurturing. She's caring. But I think when it's the overall energy, there is an element of you maybe evaluating who you give your heart to, not just in romantic love, but in all heart spaces in your life. Now, your recent past. This is very interesting to me because your recent past, we have the King of Swords. So I can read this a couple ways. Now, we're talking about a lot of people here. It's not just one person's energy. So I'm going to tell you a couple ways I can read this. I can read this as an actual person in your life. Now, it's the card of Aquarius. So perhaps you had an Aquarius in your life, or do have. The nature of the King of Swords is being very logical, very discerning about making decisions with a clear mind, a lot of clarity, but makes firm decisions, okay? So you could have been being in this energy of being very logic based, to the point, concise, and now you're moving into more of this heartfelt space. So you're kind of transitioning from the head to the heart, which I think that's probably most of you. But if you have had somebody in your past that's important in your life that is an Aquarius, or embodies this kind of very logic based King of Swords energy, then that might be an issue. But I think for most of you, it's that you're transitioning from a very logic based head space into a heart space. Okay. Now, the central issue this month, the Two of Wands. So many of you are going to be at the fork of the road. Now, with this, it is a kind of, about a decision, but there's no right or wrong answer. You're just kind of at this place where I can take my life this way, or I can take my life that way. And you're at that point this month, or you will be getting at this point this month, where you're going to decide to go in a new direction. Maybe this has to do with these energies. Maybe something that you're at a point where, I've always led with my head. Maybe it's time now to start leading with my heart. Now, your challenge is the Chariot. So I look at this, a Chariot card in a challenge space could be that you need to slow your roll, basically. The Chariot is a fast-moving energy, a forward-moving energy. And I never look at it as don't move forward. I'm not telling you that. It's also a card of will. I think it's a slow your roll. Don't stop. It can be a kind of a stop and smell the roses type of energy. But I think you're wanting to leap into something, or you have this will or intensity about you about moving forward, diving into something. Maybe it has to do with this fork in the road. And so there's some sort of challenge in either not having everything prepared, whether it's mentally or actually in your physical day-to-day life, to actually charge forward on this new path. Or, like I said, maybe it's saying just take things a little easy, consider things, don't go flying forward without more thought. Okay. And it kind of syncs up here because your fear is this King of Wands. I find it you've got you know you got a queen and two kings in your reading, which is interesting to me. Your fear is a King of Wands. I actually don't feel like this is a person. It could be. It could be. It's a fire sign, Leo energy, King of Wands. Could be a person. If you're afraid of a Leo or a person in your life. The King of Wands represents ambition, control, ambition, excitement. It's a go-getter energy. It's an energy of taking the ball and running with it, right? And that's why I think it's not really a person. I mean, it can be a person, represent a person that's moving too fast for you. That absolutely could be somebody. Maybe somebody is moving too fast for your comfort zone, and maybe that's what this is too. But I definitely think these absolutely go hand in hand. Absolutely go hand in hand. This ambitious energy. So there's some sort of fear about, I think, maybe going on this new path. Now, what you don't see coming, and again, I love it when tarot syncs up like this, man. Four of Swords. What you don't see coming is that you are going to indeed slow your roll and take some time for yourself to sort your thoughts out. a little self-care, a little healing energy before you make this dive forward. So you don't you the challenge is either you want to move forward really quick, or there's a fear of moving forward, and what's going to happen is you're going to slow down and take some time for some clarity. Clear your thoughts. Whatever this new path, you are going to take the time you need. You're going to overcome this challenge and the fear, because I see that it's very blatant in this reading, because you got the Page of Swords. That's new clarity, new truth. I don't think this is somebody coming in with it. I think this is you discovering it. After this little timeout that you take for yourself, a little time to clear your head and your thoughts, you're going to get the clarity you need, the truth you need to find the correct path for yourself. Kind of a beautiful reading. I love it when readings kind of sync up like this. I really enjoy this reading. I hope you did too, and I hope it helps you. It looks like you have a cool new path you're going to be diving into in November, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you'll choose to subscribe if you haven't already. Next reading up soon will be your weekly reading. That will be the first week of November. How exciting! Um, until then, thank you.